Hey, narudi nyumbani. Been around the world, seen a lot of things, you know. I'll see you. I'm writing this letter to my daughter. I wanted to tell her I'm coming home. I'm writing this letter to my daughter. I wanted to tell her I'm coming home. But now I'm on a mission to represent my nation. But now I'm on a mission to get that victory. So switch on the TV and hope that you see me getting that victory that will make you proud of me. I went out on this mission to represent my nation. I went out on this mission to get that victory. So switch on the TV and hope that you see me getting that victory that will make you proud of me. I'm coming home, home where I belong. Whoa, I'm coming home, home where I belong. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. I have seen many things, been many places, been around the world. I have seen many faces. I've fought many fights, through the days, through the nights, through the journey. I realize there's nothing better than love familiar. There's nothing sweeter or more superior than to know where you were from and represent your home. So when you hear this song, I'm coming home. I'm coming home, home where I belong. Whoa, I'm coming home, home where I belong. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. Hey, feels good to be home. Check me out up in the horizon. Coming home, I am coming home. Check me out up in the horizon. Coming home, I am coming home. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani.
It's Nameless, the song Coming Home, play right here on Icon Radio. How are you doing? My name is Kang'ethe Njoroge. This is definitely the show you've been waiting for. It's Mondays, and I'm hoping that you're having a great time. Today, I'm so excited because I have an amazing guest, and her name is Hannah Githuki, the CEO and founder of Insideout Development, and of course, a business coach and trained business coach, right?
Yes.
And so we'll be discussing definitely about vision boards. I don't know whether you've ever experienced a vision board. Have you ever had a vision board for yourself? What is a vision board? All this will be answered in a bit. Let's go back to the music. When we come back, Hannah is going to be explaining to us what a vision board is. Otherwise, how was your week? How about you tell me on our social media channels, Icon Radio KE, on all our platforms. Let me know how you've been, what has been going on with your week, what business opportunity did you see or did you do, or what did you do that made an impact to us. The hashtag is Money Mondays on Icon Radio with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge. Let's go back to music and we come back more about vision boards.
Nimekuchagua wewe nikupende mama, sitaki mwingine, aushi usiniache, usinitende mama, usipende mwingine. Moyo wangu ni mwepesi, umenikalia chapati, nafanya vituko kama chizi, kukupenda sitasizi. Moyo wangu ni mwepesi, umenikalia chapati, nafanya vituko kama chizi, kukupenda sitasizi. Sura yako mzuri mama, mzuri mama, mzuri mama, mzuri mama, na tabasamu lako maua, mzuri mama, mzuri mama, sura yako mzuri mama, mzuri mama, mzuri mama, na tabasamu lako maua.
Itabidi nikulinde, nikutunze mama, usikose lolote, pete nayo nikuvishe, nikuoe mama, usiende popote. Moyo wangu ushakubali, umenikalia chapati, nitakulinda kama polisi, itabidi nikumari. Moyo wangu ushakubali, umenikalia chapati, nitakulinda kama polisi, itabidi nikumari. Ile sura yako mzuri mama, mzuri mama, mzuri mama, yeah.
kuacha maisha ya ubachela. Niko katika hali ya kutafuta msichana mmoja mrembo ni kama wewe, zamzama kama wewe ni kama wewe, zamzama kama wewe ni kama wewe, kama wewe, kama wewe, kama wewe. Nimesema na wengi, nimejitupa na wengi, nimeangaika sana nikitafuta mchumba wa kunitunza anizalie mapacha. Ninapotoka kazini kuna wa kusema nami, nikikasirika anifurahisha. Msichana mmoja mrembo ni kama wewe, zamzama kama wewe 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 ni kama wewe, 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 kama wewe. Nimeamua nitamtafuta, sitochoka mpaka mimi nimpate. 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 Kama wewe, zamzama kama wewe ni kama wewe, zamzama kama wewe ni kama wewe, kama wewe, kama wewe, kama wewe, kama wewe, kama wewe, kama wewe.
A blast from the past, Kama Wewe. The song is by the legendary Kenzo, play right here on Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug. Hang out with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge, on Mondays. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can see you over there, taking a cup of coffee. Please do not put anything on that coffee. It's Monday, please. It's Monday. Focus. Now, do you ever find yourself stuck wondering what to focus on in your business? Do you want to get to start a business, but you can't decide what you want to do? A vision board might be something that will help you jumpstart your process. And today, I'm so excited to be having Miss Hannah Githuki, the CEO and founder of Insideout Development, as well as a business coach, here with us today. Thank you so much for accepting to be here with us.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm super happy to be here.
Yes.
Yep.
Karibu sana. And before we start to talking about vision boards and telling you my first vision board, let's talk about you. Who is Hannah? And yes, who is Hannah?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. My name is Hannah Githuki. I am a corporate trainer. So when it comes to corporate training, that means I am in the industry of learning and development. And so I train staff of companies.
Yes.
And I train them in the areas of professional etiquette, communication, personal branding, and maybe sales and
Yes.
marketing.
Uh-huh.
So as a corporate trainer, that's what I do.
Mhm.
I am also a certified professional coach.
Yes.
And I have specialized in business coaching.
Mhm.
And I have even gone deeper and specialized in personal branding coaching.
Yes.
And what I do there, I work with driven entrepreneurs, and I help them to create and manage profitable personal brands.
Create and manage profitable personal brands.
Yeah, keyword
Yes,
profitable.
yes.
Because I believe that your brand has got to be profitable. You've got to be making something from your brand.
Is everybody a brand?
Everybody should be a brand. Everybody should know that they are a brand. Everybody should see themselves
As a brand.
Yes.
Yes, because now with social media and everything, and a lot of companies using influencers, and we've seen that a lot. Some people might think that they are not brands on their own because they don't have the so and so numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. But I mean, basically, a brand is who you are. A brand is what you bring to the table.
Yes.
A brand is the value that you offer.
Mhm.
And people get paid for their value.
Yes.
We pay you because of the value you provide us.
Yes.
And so if you don't see yourself as a brand, it means you don't see yourself as a person who can offer any value.
Yes.
And that's why being a brand is not for celebrities. It's not for the ones with many followers. It's for somebody who knows that they're here to contribute something, and they're
To
here
the
to
society.
provide value.
Yes.
A value that needs to be paid for.
Yes.
Yes.
Value that needs to be paid for.
Yeah, in whatever manner. To be paid for in whatever manner. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
How did you start your company?
Oh, Insideout Development?
Yes, and how did you start learning? Did you ever think that you were a coach? When you were young, did you ever want to be a coach?
You know what, Kang'ethe, actually, when I was growing up, I knew for some reason, I knew I would end up being in some place where I would be speaking to people.
Yes.
I am a pastor's kid. So my dad is a preacher. So seriously, I kept thinking, but not a preacher, not a preacher.
Do you sometimes feel like you're running away from that situation?
Let me tell you, sometimes I feel like I should be a preacher in the marketplace, and I hope I am.
Yes.
I hope I am
a preacher in the marketplace.
I hope I am preaching in the marketplace.
Yes.
Because I still wanna talk about my faith in the marketplace. But anyways, when I was growing up, I kept thinking, I know I will end up speaking to people, speaking into people's lives.
Yes.
But then I kept thinking, not a preacher. Please, not a preacher.
Yeah.
know? And so, of course, as I was growing up, I stumbled into training because my first job was actually my first real job in Nairobi was as a marketer for training programs. And now when I stumbled into that is when I was like, oh my goodness, this is something I can do. And I would be speaking into people's lives and not preaching. And because I loved business from the word go, I kept telling my mom, no, mom, I'm going to work in a bank. I'm going to work in a business somewhere because I want to make a lot of money. So because I loved business and I was actually really good, even in high school, I was really good in business studies.
Yes.
I scored a very good grade.
Yes.
And so I think now marrying the speaking and the business came really easy for me.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer. So that's how I found myself in the training industry. And of course, now founding my company in 2013.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to 10. Wow,
we're actually celebrating the 10th anniversary.
It's actually 10 years. Yes. So now founding my company and then doing the training, and I've really enjoyed training over the years.
Yeah.
I've been training for over 10 years now. And then 5 years ago, I became a coach because again, the need. People just want that personalized touch.
Let me just tell you,
yes.
in the last few episodes that we've been having here, it has become paramount. Like everybody needs a business coach, because the fact that you cannot drive yourself, there's just one high you will get. You cannot drive yourself. What have you seen in the industry, and why do people need business coaches?
Everybody needs somebody. Like for seriously, in life, in business, in everything, you need somebody, and it doesn't matter
to hold your hands.
To hold your hands.
Yeah.
because there's always somebody first who knows more.
Yeah.
Although coaches are not supposed to be there to tell you what to do.
Yes.
But there's always somebody who's going to think about something in a different way. There's always somebody who's going to see something in a different light. You need that person, because as people, we are very limited. We can only go so far. We can only see so many solutions to a problem. But now when you have somebody you can talk to, somebody who can listen to you, and you've come to your end, you feel like you've come to your end of a thinking capacity. Then they say, Kang'ethe, how about, would you consider? Have you
Like
considered?
this. Yes.
You know, have you seen? Oh, here is a resource you can look at. See how people are doing it in other parts of the world. Can you try this? You know? And so, yes, coaching has become not even training. Like it used to be training. We go train staff in companies.
Yes.
But you find somebody's like, Hannah, I need more. I need somebody to hear me.
Yes.
I need somebody to hear
To
me.
hear you.
To hear me.
And I get that, because sometimes in business, it's very lonely. So you have all these plans that you need to do, but nothing seems to be working. And you wonder what to do. You wonder, where did I go wrong? How do I go about it? And probably it's just something small. So sometimes what I see with a part of my peers is probably we'll hang out and talk about it. And then you'll see, and just talking about it, you will have answers to something that you never thought about. So even just having someone to listen to you is very important in business. That's what I have
Sometimes
seen.
it's even just having a clogged mind. You have so much that you're thinking about. You have so many ideas, and it's just too much. So if you have somebody who you can talk to, and they will probably tell you, but the first idea is the same as the second one. The second one is the same as, and then they just bring clarity. And actually, that's what a coach does. They listen to you, and then they try to unclog whatever is going on. Or sometimes you think it's too much. And you probably just need a coach to listen to you and to maybe even ask you, can you list number 1, 2, 3, what exactly is troubling you? And you find it's probably just 2 things. And yet you thought it was 10.
So is it safe to say that coaches are like the guidance and counselors of businesses?
No, I mean, you can say that, because your coach is your professional friend.
Okay. Interesting.
Friend.
Yes. So what are the things that you've seen in the industry that that showcases why people need coaches? Do you have like lessons that you've learned in your coaching business, that you've seen people transform their businesses just because they had a coach and stuff like that?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
You know, Kang'ethe, for me, so I started coaching 5 years ago, but I just recently got certified. And I got certified not because I couldn't coach, but because I wanted to feel that even when the client comes to me and I say I'm a certified professional coach, then they feel, I'm actually talking to somebody
to
who's
the right
qualified,
person.
you know? So the thing with coaching, it's really, really humbled me. I've cried in that office. Sometimes a client has come in and then they have left, and I've just been thinking, oh my God, you know, because somebody's gonna come, they're 20 years older than I am. And they say, Hannah, I'm stuck. And I'm thinking, goodness, you're 20 years old. Than I am, you know, but just that humility of somebody knowing that they've been in the business for long and they've come to a place where they feel like, what next? And they just need somebody who's 20 years old, younger than them, to listen. To listen. Sometimes, by the way, you don't even say anything. Actually, good coaches, the best coaches, they probably end up saying 10% of the things during a conversation. And the client is the one who talks 90% of the time. Because sometimes all you need is a sounding board. So from my experience, everybody does need that sounding board.
Everybody needs that sounding board
where they can come and cry and say so many things. And pour out their confusion. And then there's somebody to go like, oh, okay. So what are you going to do? You know? And then it helps them think. It helps them see clarity, you know? And everybody needs that. So if you ask, if you don't have a coach, if you're running a company and you don't have a coach, you're gonna run dry. You're gonna run
and
dry.
that's why even the business coach also, that's why there are people also who have mentors. Mentors tend to serve as coaches. Is that a way?
Well, yeah, these are different, of course.
Yeah.
A mentor has walked your path.
Yeah.
Yeah. A mentor has, like, for example, if you were to get a mentor,
Yes.
you would get a mentor in the industry of what you're doing right now, because they've walked your path.
Yes.
And they're gonna say, "Oh, you're doing well." You're gonna. It's like you're walking their steps, right? A coach doesn't have to have walked your path, yeah. But a coach can listen to you, whatever problem you have. They can listen to you, and all they're trying to do is uncover, peel.
Remove the clutter.
Clutter. Yeah, just uncover, so that you get to the place where, okay, this is actually what is troubling me.
Yes.
Sometimes they leave. Sometimes you just do one session with somebody and they're like, "I'm gone, I'm good. They just, and you didn't say anything. "I'm gone and I'm good." Because that's all they needed. And I believe, by the way, in this right now, everybody who's doing whatever does need a coach. You need somebody to hold your hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Amazing. When we get back, we are now definitely going to dwell inside what a vision board is, and do businesses need vision boards? And that's coming up. Let's go back to music, and we come back, of course, more about vision boards. Remember, the hashtag is Money Mondays on Icon Radio. You're with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge, and amazingly, my co-host today is Hannah, and we're having so much fun. Back to the music.
Gutijera tugisaria besha we no ishera mada da kwirire ndugathake na maisha haya we ndugathake na maisha we niki urathaka na maisha haya we ndugathake na maisha itutingiona na ukoroki pesa we turekiturugami hanini niwona ndegithiete na kuria yeah, Neodada Haisa. Next stop LA, found in Hollywood. Do what I do, sipping on something good. I do it for life, so I live for what I do. This ain't just music, this is soul food. Every day I'm on it, you can ask any who. Be a shot, be a shot. Walking on the highway, near dig it harder. Walking on the highway, near dig it harder. Walking on the highway, near dig it harder. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Walking on the highway, near dig it harder. Wahina tamodo, reda gudaka. Wahina tamodo, tidaga gedaka. Wanna to fashion, no point your yarafu. Tida kerafu, kinyo vodka na barafu. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Wadaka hanini, well, kohara. Kohara mono, kiari dia hau. Maisha me gotidia, gukonye madarao. Nego tiro doreka, no pongedia hau. Gotida ora, oditare, wakanya uwe. Hado madire, bere tene mono. No ginyo, you keep on, no matter how the day go. No ginyo, roga me, even though you hit the flow. Neki guero, ria mami, ajeri. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Walking on the highway, near the get harder. Be a shot, be a shot. Walking on the highway, near the get harder. Walking on the highway, near the get harder. Walaka hanini, well, go harder. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Be a shot, be a shot. Walaka hanini, well, go harder. Yes, stera. Yeah, Buddha. Wa Mwangi. Igwe. Ogorarere. Maragua. No kodire hawe. Odiro gogo. Iregi. They how. Yes. Yes. Can you stand up?
It's time for business on Money Mondays with Kang'ethe Njoroge.
Yeah, stand by for Kwaheri by Joe Kelly. I know you've missed the song. Coming up in a beat. Thank you so much for tuning in to Icon Radio, your number one entertainment. Like, hang out with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge. Hoping you're having a great time. This is Money Mondays. Every Monday we sit down with entrepreneurs and just chit chat about life, and just about business. And today we are discussing about vision boards. I don't know if you've ever had a vision board, even when you were a kid, or even now when you're grown up, and might be wondering, what are vision boards? What are vision boards? I don't know, but I have Hannah Githuki, the CEO and founder of Insideout Development, as well as a business coach, here with us to tell us more about vision boards. Thank you so much for giving us your time. It's been amazing. And let's go exactly to what a vision board is. Mm-hmm. What is a vision board?
Yeah. So you could call it a visualization tool.
Mm-hmm.
A vision board is a visual representation of your goals, your aspirations, your desires, your dreams, So it's just what it says, the vision board.
Yeah.
So it's a board that you use to visualize the things that you want to happen for yourself. It's a board. So it's
that you use to visualize things that you want to do, or
things that, yes, your aspirations, your dreams, your goals, and basically anything that you want to achieve.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
For both yourself and your business and your family.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Tell us your craziest vision board experience. Before we go, does it even work? Yeah.
First off, you might want to ask, like, why would I even I'm a corporate trainer, I'm a business coach. Like, why would I even be talking about vision boards? And I've been blessed, and I'll tell you how I've been blessed. I've been blessed to only talk about things that are really personal stories of mine, So even when you see me talking about personal branding, it's because personal branding is a personal story of mine, like how I branded myself. So when it comes, and I avoid talking and writing about things that I don't have a story about.
Yes.
So when it comes to vision boards, I personally started doing vision boards when I was probably 18 years old.
18.
I just finished Form 4. So I was turning 18 and I stumbled on 2 vision boards. And that time they were not called vision boards. It was something else. I think it was a vision book. It was a dream book. It was something else, And so I stumbled into it. And that's when I started doing vision boards. So when you ask me about my craziest experiences with vision boards, we could talk for a year and I will never exhaust, because do you know, it's probably 6 years ago when I just thought, I cannot believe there are people who live their lives without vision boards. It was crazy for me. In fact, for me to start doing vision board parties, because I started doing these vision board parties 5 years ago, it's because I could not believe that there are people who live their lives without vision boards. Because for me, it's a lifestyle.
How many are we?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Like, I'm like, you're gonna start your year without a vision board? Like, you don't know what you want to achieve at the end of the year? Like, how? What? But like, so I would talk about it.
To be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, the year starts and you have, and I think that this used to happen Kitambo when I probably was just starting my career, and I would say, this year, I'm going to do this and this.
And then what happens by March?
I think called resolutions. By the second week, you have forgotten what you wanted to do. And so, or you have definitely failed. So especially for me, I think it's just... when I want to definitely work out, because I've always wanted to work out.
Oh, Lord.
It doesn't end the first week. So after that, I was like, you know what? Resolutions and me, not same with something.
Yeah.
But this is different. This is vision board. I don't even know how you get to, focus on it for the entirety of the year.
Yeah.
How do they work? Because sometimes I feel like they are magic. So you put up a board, and then how do you do it? How do you put the board
Okay. Do you know when actually the things come true and you achieve your goals, it looks like it. People who actually do vision boards and do what they need to do, probably 100% of them will achieve their goals. Probably 100%. Okay.
So wait, in vision boards.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is just exciting.
I'm
for me.
here for you.
But do you put realistic vision boards? Is there something like realistic vision boards?
Realistic vision board, like for example, to say you earn a salary of 30,000 shillings,
And you want to earn
and
a
then
million.
say no, and then say at the end of the year, do 30 times 12 is what?
That's
420.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you trying to say, like, do you do a vision board where you say by the end of the year I'll get 420, and yet you already know you make 30,000 shillings a month? No, it's a no-brainer. So no, you don't do that. So no, you don't do that.
Okay.
So you set your goal. And this is the thing, by the way, with vision boards, it comes from desire. And desire is from God. By the way, I'm a born-again Christian. So whenever I'm talking,
Preach.
I'm preaching in the marketplace.
Preach.
And so desire has been put in you by God. And so desire, there's something that you desire inside of you. And I don't think there's anybody who doesn't have a desire. A desire for a good relationship, desire for a promotion, desire for what? It's a dream. It's something you want. And then you make it a goal. And then you write it down. You write it down, put it on paper, have a visual representation of it, yeah? And put it there. And then now after that, you ask yourself, what do I need to do to make it a reality? Because when it comes to vision boarding, we say you create your own reality.
Create your
right?
own reality.
You create your own reality.
Yeah.
So you say, this is what I want. And then you come back to ask yourself, what does it take to get it?
Yes.
And then you put in the work. And that's where, at the end of the year, when it comes true, you go like, oh my God, how did I achieve this?
Yes.
But it's because you set the goal, you believed that you could, because I also belief is part of it. Faith is part of it. Again, my godliness comes in. Faith is part of it.
Yes.
You've got to believe. Because if you say you're going to get it, but then you keep saying, no, I'm not going to get it. I'm not good enough. It's not going to happen. Of course, what you focus on is what grows.
I love this. What you focus on is
that's what grows. Because that's what you're feeding. What you're feeding. What you feed is what grows. So if you feed your mind with, it's not going to happen, I'm too weak, I can't do it, I'm so small,
old.
I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too poor, my family's... Of course it's not going to happen. Because that's what you're telling yourself.
Yeah.
Usually what I say, like now, Kang'ethe, like if you decide right now and you tell your mind that you have a headache, now, by the time we're ending this show,
You will have the
you're going to
headache.
be asking me if I have some paracetamol. Because you fed that in your head
mind.
and it's growing. It becomes something. And then it becomes the reality that you start experiencing every
day.
single day.
Wow.
Right? Every single day. Because you even start acting like somebody who has a headache.
Yeah.
You'll tell your PA, oh, give me some Panadol. Oh my God, the way I'm feeling. By the end of this show, you'll be having a headache. Because that's what you've called. It's the law of attraction. That's what you've called on yourself.
Yes.
You understand? So yeah. What was your question?
Realistic goals. On the other hand, so I have seen and some of the works that you've done before where you have boards.
Yeah.
Does it have to have like a physical board? What's the importance of like having a physical board, or do you have to write it down? What's the difference between now having a written document of your goals and the vision board itself?
Okay, so of course the written has got to be there. Because
Yes.
one way of really achieving your goals is you've got to write it down.
Yes.
Get it down, transfer it. For me, I say transfer it somewhere that you cannot avoid it. Like transfer it somewhere, put it somewhere that even haunts you. Put it somewhere that becomes your accountability partner.
You're like,
It haunts
it's
you.
2 months already out of the year and you haven't done
and you
anything.
have it right there on your board and you can see it. So
Yeah.
of course, I like the physical board, right? And even if you don't want to put it like on the wall, you can have it on your gadget. Like you
Yeah.
can have it on your laptop. You can have it, but let let you see it. We want you to see
every
it.
single day.
We want you to see it every
Yeah.
single day.
What does that do to you? Does it like feed you every day that you need to do this?
So first of all, focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are reminded on what you're focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because again, you have your peers. Yeah. You could wake up and go to work, and you by the
forget
end of
about
the
it.
year you wanted to buy a RAV4.
Yeah.
Right. That was your goal. But then there's somebody else who's thinking a Mercedes is better. Right. And so it's very easy for you to get distracted if you're not focused on yours. So if you have it on your vision board and that's what you're looking at and that's what you're focusing on, it means even if you go to work and everybody else is talking about Mercedes, you're focused on your RAV4.
Yes.
Because that's your focus.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So of course it provides you with a focus. It also provides you with a daily reminder. It becomes your daily reminder that, hey, Kang'ethe,
This is the
this is
goal.
what? Kang'ethe, this is the thing.
This is the goal.
This is the thing,
Yes.
so that when you're going to work in the morning, if
This
your
is the
goal
goal.
was to, and if your goal was to save 100,000 that month,
Yeah.
that means when you PT at that place where they sell shoes
You
for
just
1,000, you just pita because you in the morning there was a reminder.
Can you hear this?
Because in the morning there was a reminder
Yes.
that it's 100,000 this week. So anything that distracts you from that is not allowed. It's not welcome. You know.
Yeah.
So it becomes your daily reminder, and also it becomes your accountability partner.
Okay.
Whereby, this is where we're headed. It's like every day reminding you, hey, Kang'ethe, remember what you said. Remember what you said. It
Yes.
haunts you.
It haunts you.
Basically, it haunts you in a
Alright.
good way.
Okay.
In a good way.
That's amazing. So, what should someone put on their vision board, especially for their business, now
Okay.
that we have understood
Yeah.
what a vision board is?
Okay, so of course, put on your vision board whatever you want to put on your vision board, because again, a vision board is very personal. Yeah, the things I want for my business are not the things the other person wants for their business. So put on your vision board whatever you want to put on your vision board. But usually, this is what I like to say, and this is the part a lot of people don't do. First of all, before you do your vision board, do a life map. Okay.
Okay.
Before you do your vision board, do a life map. A life map is history, and I know a lot of people like to run away from history.
Yeah,
It's like tunasonga mbele.
I hate history.
Tunasonga mbele. I want to make 1 million shillings this year. Tunasonga mbele. What are you telling me about last year? I made 200K. What are you telling me?
Yes.
So a lot of people are running away from that. But you have to face your demons first. Yeah? So your life map is what asks you the questions. How did you get here? Okay. So now I'm so heavy. So now I'm size 18. How did I get here? So the life map helps you to think about that.
The choices you
And
made then.
the choices you made, the things that worked and the things that didn't work.
Yeah.
And it's a whole exercise that I help my clients through. A whole exercise. We do a life map. History. You cry in the process, but it's history, man.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's what got you here.
Yes.
It's what got you divorced. It's what got you losing your job. Is what got you closing your business. It's what got you not paying your employees for 4 months.
Yes.
It's what got you. It's also what got you winning an award. So let's talk about that. What got you here? Okay. I usually say a life map is like when you go to the doctor, the first step of, it's a consultation, you know, the doctor wants to know what's going on. Did you travel to Mombasa? Okay. Do you have a history of, diagnosis? And then after that, they'll go like, okay, now this is how a healthy liver looks like. Okay. Because you went to Mombasa, now you have haribud yourself. They can see your liver is like so dark. They're like, this is how a healthy liver looks like. So you do your life map to do all that diagnosis.
Yes.
And then now you come to create your vision board, because now your vision board is the ideal situation. This is where you want to go. So you are not able to pay your employees for 4 months. Things were so bad. You're in debt. You're running into losses. But what do you want? The vision board now helps you with that.
Okay.
Because then you put a picture of, this is what I want.
This
at
is
the
what
end
I
of-
envision.
Envision.
I
At
have
the end of
seen
2023.
I've seen some boards with even pictures. So,
Yeah.
for example, a partner of mine wanted to buy a car, and he had a specific car, and the picture was like, I don't know, they printed out a picture
Yep.
and put it on their board. So every day they would wake up and it's on their faces.
Yeah.
Actually, they put it next to the room
Yeah.
where they sleep.
Yeah.
So when you wake up, when you turn like this, it shocks you with all the things that you've planned to do. So you can't even sleep because you need to work on those things that you need to do.
Yeah. You know, I had someone once say that life honors the specifics and life punishes the vague wishes.
Just repeat that. Repeat that.
That life honors the specifics, but life punishes the vague wishes. I had someone say that once before, and it resonates so much, you know, because if you're not specific with what exactly you want, then it means you'll be okay with anything that is thrown at you.
Yes.
That means if you say you want a car at the end of 2023, ukipata Vitz, tuko sawa.
Yes.
Ukipata truck, tuko sawa. Ukipata, you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, but is that what you want?
Yes.
You know, so being specific is actually very important. And for me, this is something I face probably every single day. I get a lot of young people DMing me.
Yeah.
All the time, Hannah, I need a job. Hannah, get me a job. Hannah, I want this. Hannah, I want this. You know, and I'll be asking, what job? And someone says, any job.
Yeah.
And by this is something I say a lot.
I have seen a lot even for me.
This is something I say a lot because I usually tell them, hey, I have a puppy, Snowflake, and I like to walk my dog. So do you want to come in the morning? This dog wants to be fed, and someone thinks she's so rude. But if you tell me you want any job, whatever job I have at my disposal, that's what I'm going to give you.
Yes.
I don't care whether you have a PhD. You told me
any job. And
so,
I think that should stop. I think.
And that's how life punishes those people who are not specific.
Yeah.
Because they're thrown anything. Life throws anything at you.
And they just
but
go.
Because you are not specific, you take it. In fact, you say, yata mi nimefurahi because hata wale wengine will graduate now. Hawana. What nonsense. Because hawana, mimi hata mimi nimebarikiwa. Wacha tu I just take this more. You understand?
Yes.
You know, so being specific is very important. And that's why you see your friends being very specific with the car. Yeah. Because that's what they want. And if that's what they want and that's what they're focusing on, then it means the third step by way of doing a vision board is doing a roadmap, which we'll talk about.
We'll talk about
because now that's what now helps you know. Yeah. Then how do you get from it being just a dream? Yes. To actually becoming a reality. All right, let's go back to music. Kwaheri, the song by Jokalik playing now on Icon Radio, number 1 entertainment flag, just 2 minutes to the top of the hour.
Yeah. Siku mingi to. Nimekewa madawa siwezi kuacha, kila mali unaenda mimi nakufuata, siogopi kukuambia mimi nakupenda, watu wivu nao zao ni kusema sema. Huyo manzi alipiga simu mimi hata simjui, mimi nimekuwa studio tulikuwa naye wapi juzi, hizo ni uongo na unajua mlango wangu iko wazi, ukitaka kurudi nimeifungua, unasema hapana hapana, ukukilia mimi navumilia, mimi nakazana after yote siamini bado zaniambia nakuaga mikwa heri nami nakutakia laheri, kukupenda mimi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri, nakuaga mikwa heri nami nakutakia laheri, kukupenda mimi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri, nashughulika kila kitu yangirudi fiti, vilipotea tu mtano alifika nimechizi, silali kusema ukweli sikuli, kejani vana taskuzi situli, nipige makofi labda naota, ama nikuache pia mimi nasikia nika nimechoka, kuzitetea paliliko ama palisiko, na sasa tumetupa miaka 6 hivyo, unasema hapana hapana, ukukilia mimi navumilia, mimi nakazana after yote siamini bado zaniambia nakuaga mikwa heri nami nakutakia laheri, kukupenda mimi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri, nakuaga mikwa heri nami nakutakia laheri, kukupenda mimi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri.
Hasira nyanyeni vana tulia, biashara yetu bado mimi nimeshikilia, na nguvu yangu yote naweza. Pesa yako kuna mali poa nimeiweka, unaweza chuna kadhaa ukitaka, zile zitabaki nunua nazo shamba. Lazima tufikie maisha yetu ya mbele, si kila siku kelele kelele.
Tuki wana wewe mambo yako yenda kombo, japo nisonge hapo matatizo yako nakuaga mi kwa heri, nami nakutakia la heri. Kukupenda mi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri, nakuaga mi kwa heri, nami nakutakia la heri. Kukupenda mi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri, nakuaga mi kwa heri, nami nakutakia la heri. Kukupenda mi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri, nakuaga mi kwa heri, nami nakutakia la heri. Kukupenda mi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri. Tuki wana wewe mambo yako yenda kombo, japo nisonge hapo matatizo yako nakuaga mi kwa heri, nami nakutakia la heri. Kukupenda mi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri, nakuaga mi kwa heri, nami nakutakia la heri. Kukupenda mi siwezi jamani mpenzi kwa heri.
I mean, do you want to Juta by the end of 2023? No. And that's why we're here for you. This is Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug. Hang out with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge, on Money Mondays. Thank you so much for tuning in. A few questions coming in. Do you include big scary goals? And of course, if you have just joined us, we are speaking about vision boards. I have Miss Hannah Githuki, the CEO and founder of Insideout Development, as well as a business coach, taking us through the importance of business, the importance of vision boards, especially for your business. And I have seen a question coming in from Mwangi asking, do you include some scary goals? And I think that's one of the questions that I had before when we were speaking about some of the things that people write that they want to make like 5 million and stuff, and it looks scary on paper. Yeah, it looks scary on paper.
It has got to be scary, and that's why when you said realistic, I was asking you what you don't put. What's realistic? Realistic is because you know where it's coming from. It's got to scare you. It's got to be so big so that now the day happens, you go, oh my God, it's like magic.
Mm-hmm.
If it was not scary, you'd go like, I knew, like it was,
Yes.
You already knew that it was your 30,000 shillings that was going to get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got to be a goal. It's got to be a big goal. It's got to be something that you don't even think is possible. Because you're challenging
something
yourself.
You don't think is possible.
Something you wouldn't even think is possible.
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's what I want to have on my vision board.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have something that I don't think is possible.
Mm-hmm.
So that now I start putting the aspect of faith and belief and going like,
and work.
I know I can actually achieve this. I am so talented, I'm so gifted. I have all these skills. I have all these amazing people around me.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can actually achieve it. And then you get down to business,
yes.
Get down to business
mm-hmm.
and do exactly what needs to be done.
To get to your goal.
Put in the habits that
yes.
need to be put in. Talk to the people that you need to talk to, because that's the third part of doing a vision board. We say,
yes.
first do your life map, right?
Actually, that's where we were going now.
Yeah, do your life map, because
yes.
it gives you history. How did I get here, right? How did I become so broke? And then now your vision board is, this is what I want. This is what I desire. This is what I'm dreaming. This is how big I want to go,
mm-hmm.
right? You put it on your vision board and you're looking at it. And vision boards, you want to put it somewhere you can see it. I still want to put it somewhere I can see it every day,
mm-hmm.
because I want to interact with it. Yeah, again, like we said, it's going to be my daily reminder.
Mm-hmm.
After you do your vision board, I always go to the third step and do a roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
A roadmap is, okay, so you have said your dream, your goal for 2023 is to have a good relationship with your spouse, for example, right? Then come down now to the roadmap and ask yourself, what does it take for me to have a good relationship with my spouse by the end of 2023? So ask yourself, what will it take? Will it take a date night every week? Will it take going for coaching? What will it take? And write it down. So if it's in your business and you say, oh, this is how much I want to make by the end of the year, that's on your vision board. Then come back to reality now. Come back to road mapping and ask yourself, what do I need for me to be able to achieve this 10 million at the end of the year? Okay. Be very specific. Are there people I need to talk to?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Which people? Okay. Who? Kang'ethe Njoroge, Wanjiro. Okay. Again, ask yourself, where are they? Where are these people? It's like you're making it into an actionable, something you can actually do.
Yes.
So is there someone I need to talk to? Yes. Who? List them down. Where are they? Oh, one is on Gong Road, another one is on Mombasa Road. Okay, when can I see them? You even write on your calendar. You need to call so and so, you need to call so and so, right? So you're getting very specific to make sure that now the goal now doesn't look so big after all.
Yes.
Because if you put in everything you need to put, if you do the steps you need to do, if you talk to the people you need to talk to, then why would you not achieve?
What
Why
you
would
need
you
to
not
achieve?
achieve? If you've written the things that you need to do and you actually do them, why would you not achieve? People who get those bodies, athletic bodies, it doesn't just come.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So if they say that it's gonna be protein shakes, then it's protein shakes. How many a week, right? If they say they're gonna be on the treadmill, it's a treadmill. How many days a week? And those days a week, how many minutes are you dedicating? You know what that does? It becomes a lifestyle for you first of all, right? And it's like, if you don't do it, there is no way
you're gonna get to your goal.
Achieve that body, that goal.
Oh, so now I get it. So it's not just about blabbering on your paper and writing. I want to make this, and then you just sit down and wait for it to bring itself.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And that's why people will do vision boards and then they say, oh, Hannah, the vision board we didn't work. Of course it didn't work if you didn't work. If you didn't work, it didn't work.
Yes.
Seriously, it's saying it's 1 million shillings. Break it down. Where am I making the 1 million shillings? Am I gonna steal 200? And because it's a way of getting the 1 million shillings. So is it 200K I'm stealing? Stealing from who? Write down. Even thieves plan.
They do.
The
funniest thing, even like if you've watched is it Escobar, the crazy TV show, and I realized how those guys are very organized, like drug lords.
Strategy.
They are organized.
You're right.
Like I get shocked.
Thank you.
They are very organized.
So
they
even
know
if you're
exactly what
stealing
they're
it.
doing.
Yes.
Even thieves are very organized.
Thank
they know
you.
exactly the time to get you. They know who, why. They first of all, do research about you. I mean,
exactly. So my point.
Why don't
even if
people
you're
do this
stealing,
about their lives?
Even if
then?
you're stealing the 200K, you need to know where you're stealing it from. Then come to the other 200K and ask yourself, where can I get it? Or maybe from your side hustle. Which side hustle? Write it down and write down how much does my side hustle make. So it's not just writing them and just going away and sleeping and watching Netflix.
Waiting
Netflix
for
is
the
amazing,
miracle
by the way.
to happen.
No, you can't sit there and wait for the miracle to happen.
Yes.
Things are made to happen. So if there are people you need to talk to, you'll talk to those people because you have your roadmap on, or you have your vision board. Now you have your roadmap, so you know what you need to do.
Yes.
If there are people to be talked to, you go talk to them. If there are places to be visited, you go visit. If there are networking events to be attended, you
Just
attend
those
them.
events.
So anything you need to do, you do to make sure that at the end of the year you have your goal achieved. Yeah.
Has there been a time that you have written a vision board and never worked for you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I've written a vision board and it didn't work for me. Definitely there are some goals that again, remember I said I'm also a Christian, born again Christian, So there are things I would definitely write there and I'll go like, this is what I want at the end of the year. And I can clearly see it's like God is telling me, wait, mom, wait, mom, not this year, this year, And so even as I put in the work, I can see there's like there's like a resistance. There's like a resistance. I'm putting in the work, but there's a resistance, and there are things I'll go like, okay, you know what? It looks like it's not time. It looks like it's not for now.
Yes.
It looks like this is a goal probably for 2024.
Yes.
And for me, I usually say, it's probably a God's way of telling me,
To
my
wait.
child, wait,
Yeah.
wait, not today. And again, there are some things also that probably are a no, because again, God knows they're probably dangerous for me,
Yes.
and they're straight and no. And sometimes, and it's really also good to go with your gut. You start doing something and it's a dream of yours, it's something you really want to achieve, but then again, you face some resistance and you go like, wow, it's probably a no for me. It's probably a no for me. And you've got to make peace with that it's probably a no for me. And that's where now you apply your gut feeling. And again, like I said, vision boards and dreams is about desires. And so if the desire, again, like I say, if the desire is not right, if the desire is not from God, because I don't think I'm going to have a goal there to go and rob my cousin. And, I think God, for me, because of my faith, I think he's just going to say outright, that's a no.
That's
There's no way. So
it.
there's going to be a lot of resistance.
Yes.
So definitely, there are days you will have those dreams and desires, and you feel that it's probably not time. It's probably a goal that if you got achieved now, it was going to destroy you. Yeah. Or if you achieved now,
It
then
was not
wouldn't-
gonna. Like, I have seen that. Sometimes when you think about some of the things that you've wanted to achieve,
Yeah.
and when you get them now, I feel that sometimes God or situations, you cannot be given a certain thing that you're looking for. If your mind is not right, if you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
And I've seen
No.
many times
Yeah,
when
you're
I'm
right.
not ready, and that's why you see so many people who win lotteries. It kills them because they're not ready.
prepared for it.
They're
They're not
not
prepared for it.
prepared.
And sometimes you need to be prepared for the big thing
Yes.
that's about to come.
Yeah.
So so there are some days you have those goals and you just know, you know what? It's not time.
You're not ready.
It's not time.
Yeah.
But I can tell you for sure, a good percentage of the time for me, when I set out to do something and it's a desire of me, is a desire, like I go, full
You go
throttle
ham.
and I will achieve it.
Give us an example. One thing that
Oh
you did.
my God.
Okay, just one that will shock us.
Let me tell you, Kang'ethe, if
Yes.
I started these stories will never end. But
Tell
let me
us one.
you, even
One.
just
one.
Oh my
One
God,
that
this is-
that like reminds you of
So,
why you need to do vision
yeah.
boards.
So I tell you. Oh God, which one will I tell you?
is
That
the
one.
That's the one we are looking for.
Oh God, someone is gonna kill me for this one.
Yes.
But so when I was 18,
Yes.
probably 19,
Mm-hmm.
I started dating someone.
Yes.
Yeah. And I dated him for a good number of years. And he was an amazing man. You know, the man that your mom is going to tell you, yes, this is a person you marry
Yes,
because
yes.
he's a Christian. You know, he works
Ticks
hard.
all the boxes.
Ticks everything. He's an
Yes.
amazing person.
Mhm.
And I dated him for a number of years. And I was so sure like he was the man I was going to marry. Like we were going to marry each other and make babies. And it was going to be a perfect family, right? But on my vision board, I already had a vision of the person that I want to marry. Like it was so clear on my vision board, the things that the person we were gonna do together. There was so much that I had a picture of the person that I was gonna marry and make a family with. But then I have this person, he's amazing. So he looks like he's the one, right? And so we date for a number of years and I get engaged and he engages me and I get engaged and Kang'ethe Njoroge, I tell you, I go to my house and I cannot sleep. And I cannot sleep. And I try to find sleep. Of course, this is the years later because I've dated him for years. I dated him for years.
Yes.
So he engaged me after a few years. I go to my house and I cannot find sleep. And I'm thinking, what is? And I could
What
just
is going
it's like I
on?
could see. It's like I could see my vision board talking to me and telling me,
No.
no, it's not. It's not it. It's not it. And you know what? Now that I think about it, when I we used to have conversations, there are things I would talk to him about, things that I want. And I think he would look at me and think, does he know it's me? Does she know it's me she's marrying? Like, now I remember, like, there are times, anyway, so get engaged, go home, and I cannot sleep. And I wake up in the morning, and that's how powerful for me the vision board and what I want is. And I call him up and I say, I can't marry you.
Hey, man down,
down. And Kang'ethe, and I say, I can't marry you. And it was drama because, why you can't marry me? Why?
You've been dating
He's
for
an amazing
a long time.
person.
Yeah.
And me, I date good people.
Yeah.
So he's an amazing person. Hasn't done anything wrong. It's good. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. And I say, I can't marry you because it's not, I don't feel right. It's like what I've written down is telling me, no, not this one, not this one. And I break the engagement just like that. And I stay, and I stay, and I stay. And then years later, I go to a company party, which I'm forced. Somebody forces me to go to this party. Somebody forces me to go to this party. For some reason, somebody just picks me from 8 people. We are 8 in the organization. He picks me and he says, we're going to this company party. And I say, no, I'm new here. I'm not going. I don't know people there. And he says, we have to go. He puts me in his car and we go for this company party. I don't know anybody. And I sit at a corner because I don't know anybody. Okay, so I was working in Thika. He takes me to a company party in the mother company in Nairobi. And I sit at a corner. I don't know anybody. And then my husband now walks in. A guy walks in. And Kang'ethe, believe it or not, I'm like,
this is it.
This is my vision board. Has this. I've never seen him. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
This is interesting.
Kang'ethe, and I say, this is my husband. And now it gets better. He walks. He doesn't know me. Never seen me. I work in the Thika branch. Comes straight where I am, and he asks, "What's your name?" And we introduce ourselves. And he takes his very big phone, those big fat phones. He gives his colleague and he says, "Take a picture of me and my wife." And sorry, man, but I'm not a preacher, so I'm not saying
Just
it.
hold
Oh,
up.
amen, hallelujah. What? No. He takes a phone and he says, "Take a picture of me and my wife." And after 5 months into it, we're married. Okay, so look. When we go on the first date, it tells me, I'm going to take you to my house. I have a mansion. So we go to his house. It's a bed sitter in Roysambu Street. There's no mansion. And then we go to the balcony and he says, you know what? A man is allowed to dream, isn't he? Isn't this a mansion? A man is... And there and then I'm like, this is a crazy person. Like me. Like me, I'm crazy with my goals and my dreams. He's crazy. He has nothing. No mansion, nothing. But I just connected with this person. We'll be married, going 15 years. So that's, for me, that's one powerful story about my vision board. Because then it's like I was supposed to be connected with somebody who's a visionary as well. I was supposed to be connected with somebody who understands my craziness and everything. So if we sat here and I started telling you the stories of my vision board, we need a coffee. Because there are so many.
And don't we all want to have those stories of vision boards? When we come back, we're definitely going to be talking about how to stay focused on your vision boards. What are the things that we need to do? But let's go back to the music. It is Icon Radio #1 Entertainment Plug.
Sunshine, baby.
Will be my sunshine.
Lady, can I call you baby?
Call me baby.
Baby, can I get your number maybe?
Maybe.
Nataka tu juane, nataka tu onane, nataka tu elewane, nataka tu pendane.
I see you wanting me. I see you checking me. I see you wanting me, and baby, I think you're fly. I see you watching me. I see you checking me. I see you wanting me, and baby, I can see it in your eyes. I see
twice. Baby, I'll be right there.
Truly, I can see it in your eyes. I see the sun shining bright, shining bright.
And when I see your smile, and when I see your smile, I feel the sunshine. I feel the sunshine.
You're my sunshine.
When I
Look in your eyes, I see the sun shining bright, shining bright.
when I see your smile, I feel the sunshine.
You are my sunshine.
Will you be my sunshine?
I will be your sunshine.
Can you be my sunshine?
Yes, I will be your sunshine.
Will you be my sunshine?
Yes, I will be your sunshine.
Can you be my sunshine?
I'll be your sunshine. I see the sun shining.
I see the sun shining bright.
When I see your smile, I feel
the sunshine.
you are my sunshine.
When I
Look in your eyes, I see the sun shining bright, shining bright. When I see your smile, I feel the sunshine. You are my sunshine.
will you be my sunshine? Lady, can I call you baby? Lady, can I get your number, baby?
It's time for business on Money Mondays with Kang'ethe Njoroge.
matata hii mama Milka, mbona unanitesa Kenzo? Tumekuwa mabeste tangu utotoni, tumesoma pamoja tangu utotoni, tumecheza pamoja michezo ya utotoni. Sasa mimi mtu mzima natafuta mchumba. Mama, nampenda mtoto wako, naomba nikubalie nijipange naye. Mama, nampenda mtoto wako, naomba nikubalie nijipange naye. Jamani, unasema wataka mwenye suti awe na digiri toka university, sio wa kusakanya, hajiwezi mwenyewe, nitafanya chochote, wesema tu nitakwenda kokote, wesema tu nitakupa chochote, wesema tu. Mama, nampenda mtoto wako, naomba nikubalie nijipange naye. Mama, nampenda mtoto wako, naomba nikubalie nijipange naye. Nampenda mtoto, nampenda mtoto wako. Mama, nampenda mtoto, nampenda mtoto wako. Akiogopa,
Yeah. The days Ogopa DJs were Ogopa, man. Hey, cancel with the song Mama Operator on Icon Radio, #1 entertainment plug. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can see some of you writing messages with us. I'm saying, Masi Kimani saying, awesome. Vision boards have worked for me. A Grey Stays, a company that does a lot of hotel business. I said, same here. Currently working on mine for this year. I can see also Lula Mwende saying, I need to work on in mind. Yes, this is the message. You see, this is the preaching that we need to do to businesses. Yes,
You're right. We're preaching in the
If you
marketplace.
just joined us, we're speaking about vision boards and how you can create a vision board for your business. And now that we've already created the vision board, how do you remain focused on what you want to achieve? I think that's where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah, and I think that's what we were talking about, road mapping.
Yes.
Because then you need to know what the steps you need to take, the habits you need to drop, the new habits you need to adopt. The people you need to keep seeing, the people you need to
just stop seeing.
Understandably so, you know, because if you know that you have a goal to maybe save 100,000 every month, but then there's this friend of yours who, whenever you meet them, it's drinks every weekend and 100K is blown. Then you want to tell yourself, probably this is somebody I want to avoid. If I'm gonna save
get to my goal,
to get to this 100,000 shillings a month. And so I mean, just road mapping, that part of knowing specifically, this is what I need to do for me to achieve these goals. And sometimes you as an individual may not know the things that you need to do, or you may know, but there's a lot of clutter. Again, that's where now you see a coach, and you can see a coach and tell them, hey, this is what I have on my vision board, but I don't know how to get here. I don't know how to get here. I don't know how to achieve this, but I really have a desire to achieve this. It's on my vision board. You see, now you have a coach to guide you now. You have a coach to listen to. You have a coach to unclog and help you think of so many ways to achieve it, right?
Yes.
Help you even think of so many options that you have to achieve the goal that you want to achieve.
All right.
Yeah.
Is vision boards the same as strategy? Especially for businesses. Right now, I know that we are definitely do a lot of strategies for companies, especially for communication. Is it the same?
No, I mean, I would say yes, it could be the same. The problem with those strategic plans that companies do is that you go, you pay somebody, you go to Naivasha, you spend 3 days, you pay somebody 5 million shillings, they do a strategic plan, you close the book, you put it in the closet, in the drawer. So it could be it if you actually put it
into,
like, see it, if you can actually have it where you would review, probably weekly, monthly basis to review, this is what we strategize. Where are we? How far are we? Because even with businesses, when I'm working with businesses, I help them a lot with business canvases. And your business canvas is your vision board for your business, because your business canvas is now what roadmaps for you, that this is what we need to do. This department needs to make this much money this quarter. But again, who needs to do it? What resources do they need for them to do it? Where are we getting these resources from? Because sometimes you could have a strategy to achieve something, but when the resources are not available, when the people to do it are not there, it will not happen. So strategy, but more like a business canvas, can become your vision board and your roadmap for your organization.
There's something you said during the show. In case you just joined us, I'm with Hannah Githuki, the CEO and founder of Insideout Development and a certified business coach. And there's something you said sometimes, and I want to say it. Is it? Did you say that sometimes a vision board is flexible? That sometimes you can feel that this is what I wanted, but according to how I am going, this is not going towards my goal. Can you, for example, say you wanted to have a Ferrari, but on the way towards your goal, you realize this road is not the same road that will take you to where you wanted to go.
Exactly. No, you can revise it. No, you're right. What you're saying, you can revise it, but don't revise it because now it's too difficult. You can't achieve it. No, that's different. Because you see, you got me. You could have a goal to be a size 10 by the end
You
of
got
2023. When it's June, you decide, hey, yeah, I've come too far. And you say, now let me revise my goals. So you're not revising it because now you've become defeated. You know? So you say, oh, I can't do it now, I'm revising my. No, you don't do that. You know?
Yes.
But of course, there's the part of aligning where you feel like maybe there's a goal and there's a dream you had, but then you start finding like it's not aligning with your thing, with the person you are, you know, with your mission again in life. It's not aligning, you know. Then again, and that's why you see a lot of companies also re-strategizing and doing a realignment, because you could get to a place and you say, wow, I don't feel like this is in alignment with who I am as a person. And yes, you can revise and you can say, okay, cut that, you know, let's focus on maybe something else. Yeah.
Okay. So what are other things that you've seen in vision boards that people need to understand, especially for businesses?
Especially for businesses.
Yes.
First of all, you do need to have one. Like there's no other way.
There's no shortcut.
There's no shortcut. Because see, the thing is, if you don't know where you're going, if you don't have something that shows you where you're going, any destination you get is going to be good enough.
Yes.
And that's so sad. I usually give a story, again, another story I had some time back, where there's these two rabbits, when animals used to talk, you know, those storybooks when animals used to talk, you know, and there's a young or a rabbit lost in the forest, you know, and he's crying, and somebody passes by and asks why you're so sad, and they say, I'm lost. And they ask them, where is it that you are going? And the rabbit says, it doesn't matter. And the person passes by and says, okay, it doesn't matter anyways, and goes. And that's what everybody's gonna keep coming and say, it doesn't matter anyway, because if you don't know where you're going, even nobody can help you. Because
to take you to
where, like, where are you going? You understand, you know? And so for businesses, then that's why now the vision board, you have no choice. Like, if you want to achieve your goal, if you want to be somewhere by the end of 2023, it's a must. You want to call it whatever you want to call it a vision board, call it a dream board, call it whatever you want to call it. You must have something that shows you that this is where we want to go, in terms of even how much money do you want to make, how many branches do you want to have opened, how many new employees do you want to have hired, how you understand, you know, you must have that written down and something you can visually see and say, this is where we're going. What that means is everything you do then is going to be centered around or towards the things that you want for yourselves, you know. And so first of all, with vision boards, you must have it. Secondly, you must believe in the possibility of the happening. For me, you must believe that it's gonna work. You must believe that it's gonna happen, because again, we talked about it. If you don't believe that it's gonna happen, why are you even trying?
But does that mean that you don't have doubts?
You must. Doubt. You see what? Okay, you want to say we are human beings, we have doubts.
Yes.
No. But what do you want to focus more on? Is it the doubting part or the I can do it? Can you imagine? Maybe you wouldn't know, but as a parent, imagine you're telling your child, you're smart. You're telling your child, you are so smart, you know? But then you're also saying, hey, but luckily. So what do you want to focus more on? You understand? So you want to focus more on, but I doubt. You're going to make it in math, but I doubt. Like, you know,
but you see, the results are showing you. And that's where my
but you haven't gotten the results yet.
Yes.
You see, this is the thing. You're telling the child, you're so smart, you can get an A in math. You're telling them that, you know. But again, if you're going to still tell them how stupid they are and how you don't believe it, they're going to start thinking they're very stupid. And trust me, every time they see math, they're going to be thinking, I'm stupid. So they won't even try.
Yeah.
Every time they see a math teacher, they'll be thinking, I don't even want to see the math teacher, because they know I'm stupid and I can't do it, you know? Yeah. Try telling a child, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can swim.
Yes,
you can swim. They'll start, you know, they'll be like, yeah, I can swim, you know, and that will excite them to even learn. So, yeah, is there doubt? Of course, there's doubt, but what do you want to focus more on? Can you focus more on, by the way, what does it serve you to be so doubtful? Like, yeah, okay, we're gonna make 1 million this month.
Yeah, here's the
But
thing.
it's
Here's
not
the
gonna
thing. Let me
happen.
give you a scenario.
Yeah.
For example, you said you want to make probably, let's say, 5 million this year. But first of all, the first month you make nothing.
Yeah.
And you've been working hard.
Yeah.
You've not that you've been asleep. The second month, you'll probably get like a 200, 300. The third month, you'll start wondering, is this dream going to be? And let's be honest, sometimes we can make plans and things don't go according to the plans that we have made. So in that segment and during that time, how do you stay afloat, still focusing on that dream and knowing that that dream will come to pass? And that's the reason why I'm asking about how you remain focused, to make sure that despite the fact that the first 2-3 months have not happened the way you wanted them to happen, even when you have, put in the measures completely to what, but sometimes ground in a different. How do you now maintain that faith and that goal, that despite the 3 months that have happened and nothing has happened, the next 3, 4, 5 months, things are gonna show up, bigger things.
But why is nothing happening? Because, by the way, if you listen to so many successful people, there's a formula to success. There's always a formula to making it. There's a formula. There's a way it's done. So I don't see the reason why
Things should not be happening.
if you mix milk and water and tea bag, I don't see why you shouldn't come out with chai. Do you understand? If you put in the ingredients, if you do what you needed to do, I don't see the reason why what you wanted to achieve, you will not achieve. Why? Because why? If it's the same formula Kang'ethe is using to make tea, and I'm using it, why is he getting tea and I'm getting hot chocolate? Like, you understand?
Yes.
So I think if you're doing month 1 and nothing is happening, be very honest with yourself. What is it you're not doing? Because even when it comes to like losing weight, when somebody's not losing weight, they will tell you, I've tried everything. And then you tell them, Aya, let's list the everything. And when they start listing the everything, by they're doing nada.
Nothing.
They're doing nothing. They're not doing what they need to do to actually lose that weight. And so if you're telling me that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing in month 1, month 2, month 3, are you kidding me? Unless it's something that needed to take, of course, maybe it's a government tender and you needed 5 months to get paid. Of course, that's understandable because it's happening. So you're waiting to be paid.
Yeah.
That's understandable. But you can't tell me that you are waking up in the morning, you are reading this book every single morning, and by the time it's 1 week, you don't know what the book was about.
There are no excuses.
No, you can't tell me. You actually can't tell me that you've actually been treating your customer well. You're talking to them nice. You're doing your refunds, your everything. And your customer goes on social media and say, you can't say that your customer is not satisfied. And yet you did all these things. And yet your customer says, you understand?
You reap what you sow.
You do reap what you sow. And so if you apply the formula and if you do what you need to do and if you take the steps you need to take and it's a formula, there is no reason why you should not succeed. There's no reason why you should not achieve your goal.
Awesome.
Hakuna reason.
Hey.
Yeah, lakini excuses ni mingi. In fact, that excuse of people saying I've tried everything, it's so common. Because when somebody says I've tried everything, they want you to see they're really working hard. They've really, really tried. But again, when you say to a coach, I've tried everything, the coach wants to know, oh, what have you tried? And then I've tried this and this. Oh, okay, 2 things. Is that everything? Is that everything? So yeah, no, you can't be doing
excuses
it right
that we
and
put
making-
ourselves in.
Of course, because it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable to give excuses. In fact, excuses are the most comfortable things to do because it's not working. It's not my fault. But it's not my fault. It's just not working. It's not my fault. You understand? It's the business. It's crowded. Everybody's selling clothes. It's not my fault. You understand? The customers are few. They're not paying. It's not my fault. So it's easy. It's very easy to give an excuse and go like, that's the reason I'm not achieving my goals because of 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's
and
very
it's
easy
definitely
to do that.
Excuses.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I want to hear some of your questions. Please set them in. The hashtag is Money Mondays on Icon Radio. Let's hear what you have to say. What are some of the excuses you've been having for not achieving your goals or for not even coming up with a vision board? What are some of the excuses? Today I'm so happy. There are no excuses. Yani, I am going home knowing there are no excuses. Let's go back to music. This is Icon Radio.
You're tuned in to Icon Radio, the number one entertainment
Wacha maswale, uje nami twende ndani. Uja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswale, uje nami twende ndani.
Kumbuka vile tulijuana,
Ushasema
na hisi kama jana.
sasa itakuwaje?
Kote tulifuatana, yote tukasikizana. Vipi ukajitenga ili mimi ukanilenga?
Uja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani. Uja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani. Nakumbuka nikija kukutafuta, wallahi mimi nilikuzimia. Enzi mahaga tulizitamadia, enzi mahomi walikuwa mafala, enzi mdudu hakuwa umetamba. Jana misiende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani. Uja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani. Nami nakutafuta, lakini sikuoni.
Nami nakutafuta, lakini sikuoni.
Nami nakutafuta, lakini sikuoni.
Nami nakutafuta, lakini sikuoni.
Kuja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani. Kuja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani. Uje nami twende ndani. Kuja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani. Kuja nami siende mbali, sema nami tafadhali. Wacha maswali, uje nami twende ndani.
It's time for business on Money Mondays with Kang'ethe Njoroge.
Gopa Police Station presents Inspector Isan Lenny. Tumekuja kuwashika. Halo, mko wapi wadada?
Mama zile, mko sexy. Mko tayari, kuienda twakinasi. Mabeste mko poa, mko freshi.
jagi na mafuta, kibiriti nipate kuwachemsha, spika mbili tupate kuwaamsha,
ili na maiki tupate kuwachoma, kisha wapate kucheza hizo ngoma,
kwa sababu kila mtu yajua kuna traki ambayo inagonga kama traki ya ogopa. Bumba bumba bumba,
basi weka mkono kwenye kiuno na usawanishe sawa na mdundo,
peleka nyuma rudisha mbele, sote tupige makelele.
mama hey, mko sexy, ala mko tayari kuienda traki nasi, mabeste mko poa, mko freshi, mko tayari kuienda traki nasi.
You're tuned in to Icon Radio, the number one entertainment blog.
Tunaposhika mic nasema tena tuna flow pamoja, basi sasa tunacheza hizo songs, wajameni kujeni msikie hii flow. Basi weka mkono kwenye kiuno na usawanishe sawa na mdundo,
peleka nyuma rudisha mbele, sote tupige makelele.
mama hey, mko sexy, ala mko tayari kuienda traki nasi, mabeste mko poa, mko freshi, mko tayari kuienda traki nasi, mama hey, mko sexy, ala mko tayari kuienda traki nasi, mabeste mko poa, mko freshi, mko tayari kuienda traki nasi. Tulienda mbali tukarudi tena, na tuliporudi wanawika unachoka ogopa show. Tulienda mbali tukarudi tena, na tuliporudi wanawika unachoka ogopa show.
Umwaka kamoto tutawaka, na wote waliongea takataka, bila shaka umwaka.
Mama hey, mko sexy, ala mko tayari kuienda traki nasi, mabeste mko poa, mko freshi, mko tayari kuienda traki nasi, mama hey, mko sexy, ala mko tayari kuienda traki nasi, mabeste mko poa.
Tuko poa, tuko freshi ndani ya studio ya Icon Radio. Hang on with me, Kang'ethe Njoroge. Man, I love Isa. And the train that was a Gopa DJs. Yani, those were the days. Shout out to Kevo, our producer for the day. Mazé, the songs are too hot. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been very, very happy to be here with you, and I am with Hannah Githuki, the CEO and founder of Insideout Development and a certified business coach, and we've been discussing great things about vision boards, and I am sold. Yani, tomorrow I am sold. I am not lying. Yani, I am so sold and I'm ready to work for it. Are you ready? Yeah? Are you ready to work for that dream to be where you want to be? Please get ready, because I will be there with you. I will be right there with you. The hashtag is Money Mondays on Icon Radio. I'm so pleased. Thank you so much for coming. I'd like to find out, what would be your last advice? Okay, not like your last advice. Last advice on the show about vision boards and why they're important for businesses.
Yeah. First of all, make sure you have one. Like, if you're not going to do a vision board for 2023, then you're really setting yourself up for failure. Because write it down. Writing a goal down is really one step closer to achieving that goal. And now putting it on a board is even another step closer to achieving it, because then you're seeing it, you know?
Yeah.
You see it, you become it, you know? you focus on it, it grows, it becomes the reality, you know. So as a business, I would just want to say that you've got to have a vision board for your business for 2023.
Yes.
You know, and once you put your vision board, again, make sure you put in the things that you need to put in for it to become achievable.
Yes.
Make sure you break it down. Make sure you put in the resources that you need.
Yes.
Just really be specific on what you want, and make sure you put in the work that needs to be put in for it to become a reality and for you to actually realize that goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I listened to Carolyn Matoke, and she was saying that, it takes 10,000 hours for you to achieve or to get to a place where you're comfortable with your dream. You have to work 10,000 hours for you to be actually noticed. 10,000 hours. How many hours have you worked for your dream so far?
What 10,000 hours in terms of what?
In terms of working for your
research.
dream.
In terms of working for
So
your
if you're
dreams.
working on, for example, being a coach,
Yeah.
that you have to do work 10,000 hours for you
Yeah.
to realize the dream,
Yeah,
for you to be
okay.
noticed, for
Yeah.
you to get those calls that, come
Oh,
through
let me
when you're
tell
not
you.
even looking at them.
Oh, let me tell you.
Or you're
of
not
course,
even searching for
Rome,
them.
Rome was not built in one day.
Yes.
So I don't know about the hours that you need. I haven't come across that research.
Yes.
But you definitely need to keep working on it consistently. You've got to
Yes.
work on it consistently. And of course, learning. And in the process, as you work on it consistently, you're learning new things.
Yes.
You're allowing yourself to unlearn things that you thought you knew.
You knew. Yeah.
You're also relearning things that you knew, but then along the way you gave up on them. You're learning them again.
Yes.
And so definitely it takes time. And for me, I usually say, especially when it comes to a business, you've got to be willing to do your time. Don't look at people doing so well in business and thinking, oh my
That
God,
they started
yesterday and now they're doing so well. A lot of work has been put in. Sometimes I even look at YouTube channels. And I have a YouTube channel, and let me tell you, I'm not doing anything to grow that YouTube channel.
We are coming for you. Don't worry.
When I see, seriously, because I know it's work that needs to be put in.
Yes.
I haven't put in work to grow my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a goal of mine, and it's still not right now.
Yeah.
But when I see people who started 3 months, I have a friend who started about 4 months ago, and she has 700 subscribers.
Yes.
She found me with 400. I'm still at 400. She's at 700.
Yes.
But I see what she does every day. She's putting in so much work. She's talking, she's posting. I'm not doing that,
Yes.
So I'm just saying something even as simple as a YouTube channel, if you want to call it simple.
Yes.
You've got to put in the hours. You've got to do your time, And so, for any dream to come to reality, for any goal to be achieved, you've got to put in resources and you've got to put in your time.
I love that.
Be consistent.
Yes, be consistent. I think one of the things I've learned today is that there are no excuses.
There are
No
no
excuses.
No.
Zero.
No.
Yeah. If you dream it, you can achieve it.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Mercy, and everyone of you who've been inside the house with me. Thank you so much. We're gonna love and leave you the great hands of great music. Remember to hang out with Myra tomorrow at the Breakfast Jam on Icon Radio from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Sorry, Hannah. Would you like, some people would like to meet you, know you, get to know you. Do you have an email address and number you would like to give out for someone who wants to reach out to you?
Yeah, of course. I am always open to people who want to grow their personal brands. I am for that. I want you to have a personal brand that is good and that is paying you, that is profitable. And I want to also help you with your vision board, both individually and as a group, and also in your company. I am here for you to help you with all those things. So reach out. My company, Insideout Development, website is www.insideout-dev.com. And then, of course, you can reach me on my socials. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. I am Hannah Githuki. Hannah Githuki. You can also go to Insideout Development on all the socials, and I'm always ready to connect. I am happy to help. I am really, really happy to help.
Yes.
And guide you in your journey of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I want personal brands to make money.
Yes.
I want personal brands to benefit. And I'm here
to have a story to tell.
To have a story to
tell us one day
I'm
on
here
this
for
show.
it, and I want people. Please do not start this year without a vision board.
Yes.
Yeah.
This has been a party.
Yeah.
It's been a party, but we're gonna leave you. It's just actually 1 minute towards the top of the hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time, same place, same time. We got a great guest coming in next week, and it's gonna be amazing. From us to you, it's peace.
Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, twende kazi wewe. Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, twende kazi beshte. Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, twende kazi wewe. Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, twende kazi beshte. Lazima useme mwenyewe najua, nina mademu akishua sura macho mbele na nyuma. Si lazima useme mwenyewe najua, nina mademu akishua sura macho mbele na nyuma. Swing, swing, muziki ni bomba. Talanta sindumba, rafiki acha kuzuba.
Dada amsha, hizo mipacha.
Swing, swing, muziki ni bomba. Talanta sindumba, rafiki acha kuzuba.
Dada amsha, hizo mipacha.
Nina mademu kila kabila wakamba wajaka, mademu wa kubugi na kucheza chakacha. Don't you wanna get with me tonight? Naughty naughty exercise. Nina mademu wa Kiafrika na siringi, na mapandre makala singa iko nini.
Hiyo mipacha ya maanisha nini jama? Kitaka kujua kuja nami bara, mahali kuna mabebeka kadhaa. Nice bums, ala Friday Sunday tuko ndani ya taxi. Madem kama 30 kuna joto vinasti. Wengine wakonje, wengine weusi weupe, wengine dere pole pole, achana na shoti. Vitendo vinafanywa ndani ya moti. Judema ameshapiga magoti.
Swing, swing, muziki ni bomba. Talanta sindumba, rafiki acha kuzuba.
Dada amsha, hizo mipacha.
Swing, swing, muziki ni bomba. Talanta sindumba, rafiki acha kuzuba.
Dada amsha, hizo mipacha.
Shorty nataka wakati nipakate mini skati na shati nivue mpaka mwenyewe usema utaki girl. The way you popping in lazima nikustaki girl. Kwa maze itabidi nimesema ha, lakini kwa nini mamini zinanifanya na sini ndakuvua toko kwa maji kasamaki girl. Ukina mami nasimama na nasimama kinyama, jilaze mami lala na mtalala salama. Basi fanyeni the clap, wale uko nyuma ongezeni the toe to toe. Your boy the big toe.
Si lazima useme mwenyewe najua, nina mademu akishua sura macho mbele na nyuma. Si lazima useme mwenyewe najua, nina mademu akishua sura macho mbele na nyuma. Swing, swing, muziki ni bomba. Talanta sindumba, rafiki acha kuzuba.
Dada amsha, hizo mipacha.
Swing, swing, muziki ni bomba. Talanta sindumba, rafiki acha kuzuba.
Dada amsha, hizo mipacha.
Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, twende kazi wewe. Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ, twende kazi beshte. Mr.